Hello viewers. Today we have Prikshit with us. So Prikshit has been doing his masters in software engineering from University of Waterloo. So StumbleMeet is a channel for those who are interested in their higher studies, and please do subscribe the channel. Let's get into the interview with Prikshit. Hello Prikshit.
Hi, Venkatesh. Good evening.
Yeah, thanks a lot for joining today. Prikshit, to our viewers, can you please introduce yourself?
Myself, Prikshit Batta. I have completed my graduate degree in Master of Engineering from University of Waterloo. I have done with software specialization. My background was I did my undergraduate degree in computer science engineering in 2019, and thereafter I worked 2.5 years as a system engineer at TCS. And in January 22, I started my master's with specialization in software engineering from University of Waterloo, and I graduated in April 23. So I'm just looking out for jobs. So it was all about me.
Right. So, just wondering, can you please tell us about your experience of getting admission to University of Waterloo?
So in order to get admission in University of Waterloo, there are certain criteria like you have to give IELTS exam. Um, um, you have to make a good resume. So and you need two references like IELTS, resume, references, and earlier at our point GRE was not mandatory, but I think they have introduced GRE nowadays, and you can always check the University of Waterloo website. But my time, I had also given the GRE to stand away from the crowd. So you need good references, like either it can be professional or the academic references, your resume, I'll score. So these are the all your conditions to get into Waterloo.
Right. You mentioned about the resume. So, I know that people will need to write a statement of purpose for whenever they apply for masters in universities. So, how did you prepare your statement of purpose? Was there any key points to be shared with the viewers?
Yeah. For preparing a statement of purpose, you need to like describe your total experience, your background in which you belong, your undergraduate degree. Like, if you want to get into engineering, like it can be relevant to engineering or other profile. Or if you have worked in any of the company, it should be relevant to your work experience. Like, what if you want to get into masters? So, what you will be doing and what is your future aspect with that masters. So you have to describe all about yourself. So what impact you will be making after getting admission and all. So if you are doing going for research based, like there are a lot of programs in Waterloo. So mine was a Master of Engineering. There is MMath program also. So to get there, there MMath is also course based as well as research based. So if you want to have a research base, you it's better to have a good research papers published like beforehand to get to there. So mine was course based, so it was not that much important to have like research papers, publications, and all. So it's totally depend on which program you are applying.
Yeah, what did you say? Like
MH and MMath. There
okay.
is one more like a Master of Engineering. There is one more department for MMath. So it also offers one program that is research based as well as course based. It's almost similar to MH. So you can also apply over there. But nowadays, Waterloo has also introduced co-op program. So mine was without the co-op. It was like 16 months
Mhm.
without the co-op. So in from fall 22, they have introduced co-op in our program.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, co-op will always be very
Yeah,
much.
it's always better to apply for co-op, or either you can also apply for both co-op as well as for normal program, because for the co-op program there are a lot of candidates are there, and there are limited number of seats for the co-op program. So it's better to apply for both.
Right, right. So you said like your experience mattered most in terms of preparing your SOP. So did all the students got admitted to your particular program, where all they had work experience, or did anyone came directly after finishing their bachelor's?
Yeah, there are some students who directly came after finishing their bachelor's. So as a SOP, as far as I remember, like University of Waterloo is like they give you two or three questions, like you have to answer that questions. It's a part of their SOP, like what experience you are having, what background you belong to. So it's all about these things. Like there are a number of students who just came after their bachelor's. So it's not like hard and fast. Like you need to have experience in that domain. So you, if you are good in academics, like you'll definitely get an admit from
Right.
if you want to.
So, just wondering, just from your knowledge of your friends, those who without any experience, how you think they would have prepared their SOP to stand out from the crowd?
Like they need to mention like their projects, if they have built any projects in their during their undergraduate degree, any internships they have gone through, any internships, any projects, any research papers, or the courses which they have taken during that program, and what they have learned, the courses. It's all about your background, what do you belong to, and in which program you are applying.
Right. Can you also tell us about the visa application process, Prakshay?
So for the visa application process, like it's like after you get the admit, you can just apply for the study student visa. So for the visa, I'm not sure. Like I don't remember exactly what was the proper requirement. But the thing is that for visa, there are two categories. One is STS and another is non-STS. For SDS category, I think you should pay like 1 year tuition fees, and for non-SDS you can apply directly, and you need to provide the admit card, your passport, and all other necessary document for visa purposes, and you need to give the biometrics before you apply for visa. And after that, after your visa is approved, like you can just book the flight and come to Canada.
Right, right. So, for this particular program, one can choose to apply both in STS or non-STS based on whether they are willing to pay the 1 year upfront fees or not, right?
Yeah, for any program in Canada, like
Right,
there are two visa categories for student visa. Like you can either apply to STS or non-STS for any category in Canada.
right. So, can you tell us about the course structure? How is this course structured in semester to semester basis?
So for our course, like there are certain areas in which you can do specialization. Like there is yeah, artificial intelligence and machine learning, software specialization, and electrical specialization. And because our department is EC and computer engineering, so it for as per as the course structure, it totally depends upon you. What courses are you taking? If you want to do any specialization or not, and what is your taste of courses, like you want to do specialization. There are five mandatory courses of EC department, and three are courses you can take from any department. So but usually what people do is like they take three courses from, like there's one or more department, that is management department. They take three courses from them, and they also get diploma in entrepreneurship and all. So and if you want to do the mandatory courses for any specialization, you should cover all that courses that are needed for the specialization. So I think for every specialization there are four or five mandatory courses that you should complete for any specialization.
Right, right.
So in total you have to do is total eight courses in the whole degree.
Okay, okay. And just for looking into the course fees, how much is the course fees? And yeah, how generally people manage the fees?
Generally, for one semester, it is around, I think, 16,000 Canadian dollar for one semester.
Okay,
So it totally depends upon you. You can do three full time semesters, and last term can be part time term. Usually, the degree is to be completed in the four terms. So last term can be part time term, and that the fees reduces to half. So if you do the last term as part time term, but in the part time term, you can only take one course. So it's better to complete all the seven courses in the first three terms if you want to take the last term as a part time term.
Okay, three terms means within 1 year, like one semester is 4 months, right?
Yeah, one
So
semester 4.
three semesters means within 1 year the course can be completed.
Yeah, it totally depends upon you. Like there are students who have completed in 1 year. So, but the thing is like for after 1 year completion, so there is risk of getting the work permit of 1 year. So
Okay,
if you complete the courses in 16 months, it's there is no hard and fast rule like you'll get if you complete in 1 year you'll get for 1 year or 3 year work permit. So it's suggested to complete in 16 months so that you can get a work permit of 3 years.
okay,
So, so there are students who completed in 1 year and still got the work permit for 3 years, and there are students who completed in 1 year and still got work permit for 1 year. So it totally depends on the officer, like
okay.
when you apply for work permit.
Oh,
So
the students completing the same program might have, like in 1 year, have ended up in getting work permit 3 or 1 years,
year
depending
one,
on
yeah.
officer. Oh, okay, okay. Though it is the same program.
So
Okay,
so
right, right.
it's like I completed in 16 1.5 year,
Yep,
16 months. So it's to better to be on the
yep.
safer side. So
Nice. Got it. And $16,000 per semester definitely is a huge amount. And the
yeah,
course also doesn't offer any internship co-op opportunity. As right now, you told they have been started including. But
yeah.
how do students manage these funds?
Like it totally depends upon individual to individual. So they like for student like they either their parents pay the fees, or they have approved education loan, or the thing is like education loan, or they can also like apply for any research opportunities if they are available at the university, so that they can do research. And for the research base, like the fees reduces.
Right.
So it totally depends upon your program.
Okay. So in this particular Masters of Engineering in the software engineering side, what do one learn? Like Prikshit itself, like before starting this program and after completing this program, what has in the learning curve? What has changed?
Yeah, it was an exponential curve for me, to be honest. Like I learned a lot in the in this whole 16 months. So it I took various courses related to software engineering that was required for the specialization, and I took different courses from different department also related to big data and data engineering also. So it was a great learning for me. It was a roller coaster ride for me. So
Nice.
I've taken courses from CS department also, it was a distributed computing and big data analytics also. So it was a good courses. Like I enjoyed the courses.
Right. So in what kind of roles usually people end up finding jobs after this master's program in corporate?
So it totally depends on every individual. Like many people are going for data scientist, data engineer, data analyst, software engineer in for front end, for back end. So it's your interest, like what suits you and what's your background. So it totally depends on individual.
Right, right. So, I know, is part-time jobs can one take, since one will be studying a lot of subjects within that 3 semesters, or taking, even though taking once a course in the last semester, can one do part-time jobs in this particular program?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
they get
Students are
time?
allowed to do part time jobs in the particular program.
Okay, and do the university, or do one can provide, can find part-time jobs within the campus, or one has to go off campus in Waterloo to find?
Yeah, usually students find part-time jobs in on the campus. So, like there are some students who are living away from the university, so they prefer to do part-time jobs outside the university. So it totally depends upon you. Like, if you are living near the university, you can obviously find part-time jobs in the university. There are a lot of part-time opportunities in the university.
Right. So, with specific to this application to this program, what are the timelines? By what time one should be ready with their application? By what time one should expect their admission confirmation? And what time one should be ready with their visa? What is the timeline?
So, as far as I remember, like if you want to apply for a fall 20 3 or your application should be submitted before Feb 20, before 1st of Feb. So and after 1st of Feb, they go through all the application, and you can expect an admit between April first week or April second week, and after April you get the admit. You can just apply for the visa in May or June, and it takes around 2 and 2.5 months to get your visa approval. And in August, that is fall 23, you can just join the university. So
Right.
it takes around 6 to 8 months. Basically, the process is around six to
Right.
eight months. So if you want to apply, come for any semester, you need to apply 6 to 8 months earlier than that.
Right, right. So, do students, as they were joining this particular program, apart from this part-time jobs, you are mentioning some research based in where they can go and join. What can you please tell us more about that?
But in our program, that research opportunity is not available.
Okay.
As per that is research program is not available. But the thing is that you can also do research with any professor, as we can call it as part-time job with any professor. If any professor finds you like you are suitable for the research, then he or she gives you any opportunity to do the research on a particular field, and you'll get paid for that. So there is one of the UB labs in our university, so you can also do work over there, so with the professors and all. So
Right.
it's a good opportunity for
Right. Right.
students.
So just wondering, like, since you are now searching for the jobs, where do you think most of the jobs openings comes from? Like, they come from Waterloo or from nearby big cities like Toronto? Where do one has to look for jobs after completing this program?
So there are a lot of opportunities in Toronto area as well, but Waterloo has a lot of startups. There are a lot of companies in Waterloo also. So it totally depends on you, the place you are willing to relocate, and if you are open to Canada, there are a lot of opportunities in on Vancouver side also. So. If a student is just graduating, he or she can just look for jobs in Waterloo. There are a lot of startups, so there are a lot of opportunities in Canada itself. So
Right. So, it's in terms of monthly expense, how much one can expect their monthly expense to be?
uh, it totally depends on rent you are paying. So
Right.
on an average, I can say is one can expect between 1,200 to 1,300 Canadian dollars per month, monthly expenses.
Right. And that includes groceries, mobile internet, everything, right?
Yeah, yeah, that should include 1,200 to 1,400. That's on a good average price, we
Right.
can say.
Right. Can you please tell us about the campus life in the University of Waterloo?
Campus life is great over here. To be honest,
Okay.
there are a lot of spots in which you can just go and study. University of Waterloo has two libraries, and they are very big libraries. You
Uh-huh.
can library opening time of library is like from 8 a.m. to midnight, and you can study over there. And there are a lot other SLC, and
Okay.
you can it's 24/7 open, and you can just go and study. And there are a lot of food corners over there. You can just go and grab the food and just go get back to study.
Right, right.
It's a very good life.
Nice. So, how about the city of Waterloo? You told there are many startup companies. So, how does those ecosystem look like in the city of Waterloo? What things happen there?
It's a basically it's a small city. Waterloo and Kitchener, it's KWC Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge. There are cities are interconnected, and Waterloo is a small city.
Okay.
So there are a lot of opportunities like Sun Life, Manual Life. Even the Google is in Waterloo.
Okay.
So you can get a lot of job opportunities in Waterloo itself. There are a lot of startups in Waterloo. So if you are looking for any startup jobs and all, so Waterloo can be a good start for you.
Right, right. Nice. So, is there anything specific you would like to share with the viewers?
The specific thing which I would like to share is you can just manage your time effectively, build a strong network, stay up to date with the industry trends. take advantage of research opportunities. Like there are a lot of research opportunities in Waterloo itself, and do apply for specific program which you are looking for. There are a lot of programs in Waterloo. There is one another program called as MMSC, that is a Master of Management Sciences program. So and if you are like looking for any business analyst or program business analyst jobs, you can just go and apply for that program. And there are and the thing is, like, if you got an admit, it's good to decide your subjects like beforehand, so that there are limited number of seats in every course. So your time management and your course management should be great, like if you want to be on a good side. So that was
Right.
all I would like to share.
Yeah. Great. So I just would also like to ask another question on the climate in Waterloo and what one should expect when someone coming from a tropical country to be ready in adjusting to the climate.
So if you're coming in fall, like then you'll not be so much affected by the climatic conditions. But if you're coming in winter, be prepared for like -10, -20 degree and all. So it's better to come in fall, so that you get yourself adjusted through all the climatic conditions. But it's like it's survivable climate, so you can it's good. But the winters are somewhat like harsh over here. But if you're coming in fall or summers, you'll enjoy the weather.
Right. So if someone is coming in winter, is it something that they should buy something upfront before coming there, or before coming to
It's
Waterloo? Or?
it's suggested to buy a good winter jacket before coming over here, and
Okay.
you can also buy it from here also.
All right.
But before landing, like, you can buy a good winter jacket, so
Right.
you don't feel that much cold over here.
Right. Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing the valuable experience, Prikshit. So, viewers, this is the journey of Prikshit. Like I always say, not two people's journeys are the same. So, take it as a guidance to plan your path in terms of how to present your experience, your futuristic needs in terms of the putting it in, articulating it in the SOP, and like Prikshit told, choose your specific subject depending on your need. There are lots of programs, and things will work out eventually. Thanks a lot, Prikshit.
Thanks a lot, Venkatesh. Thanks.